Yo, it's Jesse with Bowman Land Clearing. So today I got everything prepped and dropped the skid steer off yesterday and got the excavator today. I'm about to pull this out of the way. So pretty much with the power line to these big pine trees right here is what we're doing. So it's an acre and it's thin. Most of it's pine, Bradford pears, some sugar maples, a couple oaks and stuff like that, and some poplar in there. Not too bad. It's a little bit of a dip right here, and then it kind of comes up a little bit. So I brought the excavator to rip out these chunks, the ones that's got a bunch of privet wads up, but it'll be hard for me to get in there and mulch it up nicely to where it don't have the stobs in it, because we're gonna have to put a culvert in, stuff like that. So you can kind of see the marker right here. So pretty much right there, straight back. So this is what we got. I'll go ahead and move the truck and start letting stuff warm up. And I just ripped up a little bit right there. I'm gonna try to make my way in here and then try to rip it up. I'm not ripping up everything, but I brought the excavator to rip up the bigger 2-liter size, so that way I can mulch them up. So he's wanting to build a house here, so it's what we got to get ready for. And that's why I brought the excavator to rip up the bigger stuff. That way they don't have holes in the yard. But I think they said something about doing sod or something. I forgot to put my extra spare key in the truck, so I'm having to use one key for each machine, which I hate when I do that. But anyway, I was wanting to show you. I found this is the best stuff to spray your windshield. Sprayway glass cleaner, world's best glass cleaner, ammonia free, streak free. Sometimes it's a lie, but as long as you don't gob it up on there. But anyway, I was going to show you the update. So it took a damage. This was curled all the way out. Like you can kind of see where it folded out. And then we took a bunch of this and smacked it down. I may have to smack it more so when I fold it down. But it's just so tight from the pins. I'm not sure, just because you see the gaps all the way over. I put a bigger piece than what was there, so that way, because this is where the center is where it takes all the stuff, because you can see the drum, see how dark that is versus that. So I haven't sharpened the knives because these are just about gone, so I'll have to spend time this weekend to getting it prepped. So I did clean out some of it, the lost plate, lost bolts, blah blah blah. Nothing uncommon for this thing. So everything's greased, the head's greased. I use 2 different types of grease for pins and drive stuff, and then versus the motors that take a lot of heat. So from there to pretty much where that tiny tree is right there, so that should be 1 acre back straight square. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll see where this goes. And remember to take pictures, because I almost forgot. All right, so sometimes I get carried away with the excavator. So I just came in here to rip up just enough for to come in, pushed everything forward, and then just kind of made me a little area. There's a house over there, real nice. I don't want to damage the siding or nothing like that, which luckily that my machine or mulcher has a gate on it, so you kind of see what we're dealing with. Not too bad. So we'll just have to get in there and mulch it up. With it being bigger stuff, I'm afraid that I'm gonna have to sharpen those knives, so it takes about an hour, about 35-40 minutes, if how fast you want to do it. Let's see what it'll do. So I took the excavator and ripped out everything on the left side, the property line, all the way up to the corner around the back. So all I got now is to push it, clean it up, and then work my way this way. So I'll finish up with all this. But I'm using it as a barrier so that way it don't sling nothing, so, or be a lot better. So it's getting close to lunch. We're gonna work a little bit and then we'll reposition the trailer. That way I don't sling nothing in the truck. So I gotta clean up a little bit right there and then shoot that way. Just kind of clean up. I'm trying to clean this whole corner up right here. See what we can get. All right, it is dusty as all get out. I wish I hadn't moved my excavator there because I'm afraid something's gonna sling and bust the glass like it did last time. But I'm gonna take these two out right here. I'm just trying to get in here. You can kind of see how dusty it is. Definitely leaving all that right there for a barrier. But they'll have to get around with the excavator and rip it out around the trees. But this stuff's super thick and it's a lot of hard trees in here, so. So this has a restriction, so they're gonna have to get it cleaned up and then assess what it needs to come out afterwards, which there's a lot of tall pines. So I think I should have all that. I need to sharpen the knives when I get back from lunch. So, and property line, so I'm having to come in and pull some of this stuff out with the excavator. So I kind of pushed a little bit further back so that way I can snake around. I took one out right here to get all this, so I just need to get in here and take some of this, probably rake it out, mulch it up. So I've got it going pretty good bit. Just got to go clean this out and then kind of hit in between that stuff down that way. So has a little bit of rock, not too bad. A few of them. This is stuff I can, you know, just cut and just kind of cleaned it up. So we're leaving some pretty big chunks. So if I can sharpen it a little bit, those are already just about gone. Hurts my feelings. About 1,500 bucks. And see my guys like, oh, I spent 800 bucks. Yeah, get over yourself. We'll see how. I've hit some stuff pretty hard. It didn't sound good. It's doing pretty good. Pretty decent, I guess. As long as it hangs in there for another year. See, when they're not sharp, they just sling stuff like this. So I just don't like it. But we'll get it done today. So it's what we got. And you can kind of see right there next to that one kind of light, right there's the corner. I ripped everything out, so probably about an hour and a half I should have all that stuff cleaned up in this corner, kind of leveled or straightened with the property line. So it's only a 1 acre lot, one flat. So I'm more worried about that over there because I'm having to twist and turn, and then the house. We'll just have to figure it out. That pine's dead. Surprised it lasted that long. It's already splitting all the way up. It's probably at least 30-40 inch diameter trees. Alright, so when I went and got something to eat, it took them forever, and then my order never got submitted, so it was like 35-40 minutes wasted. So got a free lunch, got everything fueled up, and then when I got back I took the excavator and ripped out a bunch more, and before it ran out of fuel, I tracked it back. Once I got that corner, I put a new these are the 3M that I got off Amazon, Cubitron brand. Got it fueled up. This is brand new grip, which I probably could have used the other one, but it'd be all right. So these just need a little touch up with that new blade or the new sanding pad. It should take them up. I'll have to move that because I can't rotate that. But yeah, looks like the thing's holding up pretty decently for right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the centers, and then the outsides ain't too bad, but I'm gonna hit these centers, the whole inside right here where it's rubbed, and sharpen them up a little bit, so that way they'll chew through it a little faster. So after that, then we'll start pushing this, and then we'll finish back there. So, and the owners came by, and they, you know, stuff like this, take it out, which I was going to anyway. I can't rip it out because of the pines is crossed all in there with the other two, so I'm gonna cut them off and then take my mulcher, break all that stuff back with the excavator, then take the mulcher and just kind of chew it up. So just stuff hanging, all the little janky stuff. So this got him an idea, and then he's got restrictions, so they're gonna have to center the house into this 1 acre, and then a system for septic and all that, so we'll have to clear for that. So that's gonna come down, probably all this, but I guess we'll see. It may be sewer, because there is a sewer drum thingy over there. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh, I've been sitting in that machine for a long time. All right, so I'm gonna get my chainsaw and cut some of these things right here. Probably pull these out. So my plan is, which I told him this is what I was gonna do. He said he wanted to keep a bunch of hardwood, so I guess he's gonna thin out which ones he wants. So I told him what I could do. We got a visual of where he could see where he could put the house, or they can come in and graph it out, whatever they have to do. I told him I could leave a bunch of these and then we can weed them out when I come back to completely like take all this other stuff for the new home site. So right now I'm gonna take the excavator. I did get in between next to this house, so it's thinned out, but then I'm gonna take my chainsaw and cut a bunch of them out, pull some of them up, clean it up, pull those logs, throw them in the middle, and rip out some of those trees, so that way we can get a nice visual what we got. So he's gonna come back later this afternoon, and once he gets everything, then the driveway, and once they get the driveway in, which, all right, so my camera died. These batteries ain't last too long. See, it was 19. That was about like 10. But anyway, so what I was getting to is I can go ahead and cut some of this stuff that just doesn't look good. Go ahead and get that out of the way. Get everything I can cleaned and mulched up. And go ahead and start ripping stuff up, clean it up. I got some trees over there I'm gonna rip up. Oh, man, that excavator beats me to death. Push this back a little bit. That way I don't have to back all the way down there, because you back up and you have to go to 45. So I raked the embankment over there. Got all this stuff. There's a few things I'm gonna cut because I can't pull that one off. So pulled these trees off right here. They fall a little bit, but I'm gonna cut that way. It wouldn't budge. So I got to come back in here and just kind of tidy everything up, sling it. So I got everything pulled up, a few more right in here to kind of thin it out. And then I'm thinking the way they get their house, they may center it up right here. So we may have to take out these 3, maybe 4. Maybe we can leave some of these. But I got a few swipes back there I got to do with the mulcher. And then since I sharpened those, they've big difference. So I forgot to move that with the excavator, but I can do that last or tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these few stragglers hanging down. So doing pretty good. This is where you get stuff hitting you in the head. Not sure what that was, but I'm glad it's not poison oak. But anyway, we got this lower side, got everything raked off the trees. What was weird was the trees was growing off the pines. Never seen that. But yeah, we got a few more, and then So the customer came by and looked at it and loves it. The only thing he don't like is these big pines. So he's got to build probably from right in there 80 foot back. So it's probably like this house. So it's gonna be on this top side. So I take this one. So everything in this center right here has to go. And these pines ain't little. Like it'd probably take everything that excavator could do. So not sure how it's gonna go, how he wants to do it. But that's it. Had a lot of neighbors coming looking at it. You can tell how dry it is. It's so dusty. But got this. I mean, this is only 1 acre, but it was so thick. So, and then having to go around them trees. So ain't too bad. There's a lot of hardwoods on this lower side. But I'm gonna clean some of these chunks up, mulch them up. Then we'll get the trailer ready so that way I can come pick one of the machines up tomorrow. That way I can go ahead, because these knives are gone, so I've got to sharpen them up a little bit. So we may be back. I told him if he'll map out where the house, I think this has got to come out, some of this over here. So he said it was 60 long and 42 deep. And I think that's the biggest you can get. So I think all this stuff has to go. So all the center stuff. And he don't want nothing close to the house. See, like that one's leaning. So may just have to see if I told him if he'll stake it, then I can come in here and start dropping them, just start pushing them out that way, and then just mulching the tops, and then I'll take the logs. So you won't get much off these pines, but it'd probably pay for fuel. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and fine-tune everything, look at everything, and then get it loaded, head on to the house. So let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe. I've been getting a lot of views, like 900, 1,000. It'd be nice to get to 1,000. We are pretty close. I think we're at 560 something. Thank you, really appreciate that. So just let me know what you think. See you on the next one.